What's good, YouTube? Cleaning Business Go Ahead. AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, checking in. So look, somebody in Clean Biz Network, shout out to them, I forgot their names, but they asked about how to handle the laundry with their cleaning company. So you know when you clean, right? Whether you cleaning buildings or you cleaning houses, you gotta wash your clothes. You know what I mean? So you got cloths you gotta wash, you got mop buckets and all, not mop buckets, but mop heads to wash. And somebody was asking, okay, well, how do you handle that? So this is the way I handled it with my cleaning company. And I was looking for a video on this too. I thought I could just share this somewhere else, but I didn't even see a video on it. I'm like, well, damn, I thought I would have did that already, which I'm sure I did, but it was probably like in a longer video. But anyway, so this is what I used to do. So when we weren't as big, we would. Well, first off, we had an inspection schedule always. So always have an inspection schedule, right? And then we just lined up the laundry with the inspection schedule. So for example, my 5-day a week and above a contract, so 5, 6, or 7 days a week, we would go there to inspect every week, right? And so, and these weren't daytime inspections. You got daytime inspections, and you got nighttime inspections. But these were nighttime inspections that I'm talking about when I say this. So we would check those every week, and then every week when we go, we would look around the building and check, make sure they cleaning everything right. We would make sure that all of the consumables at the account was restocked and looking good. And then we would also check and see if they needed any new to refill their like all-purpose spray and stuff like that, so we refill any chemicals. And then we'll also make sure to see if they needed any new cloths or mop heads. And so we always kept a big 60-gallon trash bag in every single account, hanging on like the back of the janitor door somewhere like that. But we will keep a janitor bag, label it with a piece of tape and a Sharpie, and just put dirty rags. And so what we would do is, on those accounts, every time you go in, take the dirty rags out, replace it with clean rags. So with that said, always keep double of the amount of supplies that you actually need. Because while we washing, we ain't coming back to the next week. Ain't like we gonna wash them today and they come back today. That's too much, and you had to overpay people to do that once you start to scale. So it's like in the beginning, if you did that, it wouldn't hurt us back because it's just you, and we ain't care about getting paid for the time, right? We need a bonus. It's like ain't no such thing as being off anyway. But even when you're small, you want to do things with scaling in mind. So the way we would do it is we had double. So we had enough cloths. Let's just say that 5-day a week contract, you always bring in 100 cloths. Y'all might go through 100 cloths in that 5-day a week contract. Or I'm just random number, by the way. Don't try to base what I'm saying off of the exact numbers. Alright, well, you got to come in there with a new, fresh, clean set of 100 cloths. Take the other ones out, so that way when you replace it, those old cloths will be able to hold it until you come back the next week to switch them out again. So you're taking the old ones out, wash those, and put a new bag in there. Alright, so that's the way we would do it. And then, as we scaled up, we hired inspectors, and then the inspectors would just do the exact same thing. So for a contract of 5 days to 6 or 7 days a week, we'll go every week. For contracts, it was like in that middle part where it was like maybe 2 to 3 days a week, 2 to 4 days a week, we might go bi-weekly and do the same thing. For contracts that we only clean once a week, we would go there once a month. And that's it. And so you just make sure but you always got to make sure that you got enough cloths in there. So that was how I did it. Now I did see somebody in CBN years ago, Miss Nicole Mason, shout out to her, longtime CBN member. She mentioned partnering with a laundromat. And some laundromats got they got laundry services. I feel like I'm using it's supposed to be a better name, but they got laundry services where they'll wash for you. And I think what she used to do was I can't remember. She was saying she would go to all her places, drop her stuff off, and then they do it for her. Then she pick it back up and drop her stuff back at the buildings. So that's one way that you could do it too. So that's something to think about. But we wash ours ourselves. Also, never wash that shit in your own personal wash and dry at home. We definitely use the laundromat. So make sure you got a budget to pay for the laundromat, the coins and all that good stuff. And on top of paying your actual inspector to do this laundry and stuff for you. What else did I do? With my inspector, they always got paid for each building, so they got paid per building. And then they also got a stipend on top of that to cover the cost of doing the laundry each week. What else? I'm trying to think of them. I'm not forgetting anything. I feel like I am. Hold on. Oh, and then, all right, bam. So some of y'all might do residential too. So you might be in a situation, because the way we always did it too, because the way I'm describing it is exactly how we did it, but I know people run their stuff in various ways. So with us, we always left all our cleaning supplies on site in the janitorial closet at all the different buildings that we had. Some of y'all either might have accounts that don't allow you to do that, or B, you might have residential clients where you taking the stuff with you, or your subcontractors are taking the stuff with you. So that said, then you just have like a mutual collection point, whether it's a storage unit or whether it's your office or whatever, something like that. But you got a mutual meetup location where they bring. So maybe like every week, if you pay them every week and they get their paychecks every week, when they meet up, them get their paychecks, they need to bring their dirty cloths, exchange it for the new ones that you got for them. So you can watch them by the time they get back for the next paycheck. Or even if it ain't when they do the paycheck exchange, it could be just each week when they kind of refill for their supplies or something like that. But the main thing is get everything on a routine, set schedule though. Don't be just call me when you need me type shit, because it's hard. You can't systemize that. How can you scale that? Because if you you got to do everything in mind as if you got to keep everything as if you're a bigger company than you are. So yeah, even if you do got enough free time right now because you're small enough where you can say, just let me know when you need some more and we'll meet up somewhere in a Walmart parking lot or something. Don't do that. That's not scalable. Alright, let's just know every Tuesday at 6 o'clock we all meet at X place and we exchange the cloths and this and that. And you get a new thing of all-purpose cleaner and what else chemicals you use in your company. What else? There was something else I had on that too. Hold on. Oh yeah, and I guess this was the last thing, but typically I always make sure it was over a weekend too when we did this. So I don't know if it really make a huge difference or not, but we typically did this on like a Sunday. You know what I mean? So we go out there and do all the inspections. But again, you just got to figure out how many contracts you got, and then what makes the best sense and when makes the best sense for you to do this type of stuff. But that's mainly it though. Hopefully this video helped somebody. I knew it wouldn't be that long anyway. And if you like what you hear, make sure you join us in Clean Biz Network. Just go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com. Click the join button. It's only $99 a month. I got a full Clean Biz starter course. It's going to teach you every single thing from A to Z. Even if you're already in business, this program will help you. And it comes with the monthly group coaching calls with me on Zoom. It comes with the private Facebook group membership, which is where the person asked me this question. What else? And it's going to have everything you pretty much need. You get discounts on the lead generation service that I have. And yeah, all questions like this and so much more answered inside that course as well as in the group. So that's what it is. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Make sure y'all watch, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon.